Shalom. How you doing, Shalom? Shalom. There is good to you.
There's your test.
All right, there she goes.
Shawashah Yasharallah. Bloopers. Shalom Yasharallah. My name is Shawashan. I'm the wife of Banaya Ban Yasharallah. Welcome to Sisters of Virtue. All praises to the Most High. I'm here today to share with you my testimony on how I came into the truth.
So, can you tell us about your ethnicity? What's the background?
So, today, all praises to the Most High, I know that I am a Hebrew Israelite.
Praises.
But Esau would call my father a so-called Filipino. My parents are from the land of the Philippines. I was actually born in Guam, and Guam is actually part of the United States. But, you know, during my search, and I would say my husband, Banaya, was more diligent in searching out my fathers as he was searching out his fathers. And so him and I actually came across quite a few books, quite a few facts on Filipinos. So when we were studying Hebrew Israelites, a lot of what you hear is so-called blacks, so-called Mexicans, so-called Native Americans. And what people don't know, and what's dear and near to my heart, is that, you know, some Filipinos are Native Americans. We were not brought here willingly. There is Acapulco slave trade, Mexicans and Filipinos on the same boats, brought over to the United States. A lot of Filipinos were here in cages, in, you know, some of the same lands as, you know, our so-called Indians, enslaved, called savages, called negritos, you know, those, which means little blacks. So there's a huge history of the original Filipinos that most people don't know about. And so thankfully, you know, the Most High allowed us to find the avenues to search out. And that's how, you know, we came about to know. You know, I'm not saying all Filipinos are Israelites, but there are a great number of Israelite Filipinos. Our congregation, True Nation Israelite Congregation, even has a True Nation congregation in the Philippines, headed up by Zabad. All praises to the Most High, leading a small congregation in the Philippines for those who have searched out their fathers and who know and allowed that spirit to come over them, that are following the commandments, that are, you know, following our laws, statutes, and commandments. Yes, and already, you know, they're 15 hours ahead of us, so they're already into our feast that we're celebrating tonight here in California, which is Pentecost, first fruits. All praises to the Most High. Yeah, so I am so excited about that, you know, the word is spreading for those who are so-called Filipinos. Search out your forefathers, you know, really understand your history and where you came from. Don't go off of what someone's telling you. You know, the scriptures tell you, if your spirit bears witness with this word and you begin to follow those commandments, you do what the Most High is telling you to do, you know? So I believe that I am an Israelite. All praises.
All praises.
Yes.
Tell us, how did you come into the truth?
Shalom. So 2017 is when I officially came into the truth. All praises to the Most High. He used my husband as a vessel to bring me into the truth. All our marriage, we've been married 32 years, all praises.
32 years.
32 years, yes. And we were in, well, I grew up as a child. High school, yeah, we were babies. I grew up in Catholicism. And then when I met Banaya in high school, I converted to the bootleg Christianity. And we had been in Christianity all of our marriage. And 2000, I would say 15, 16, my husband began to search. The scriptures tell you to inquire and search out your fathers. And he came across some YouTube videos about Hebrew Israelites, and the Most High dealt with him. And so he began to search and search. And as he was doing his searching, he was telling me in the process, babe, our pastor isn't telling us the truth. You know, he's been telling us lies. So of course, you know, initially my spirit was adverse to it because I loved my pastor. I'm like, he wasn't lying. He's not lying to us. What are you talking about? It's been decades, you know. And so it became, initially it was combative because I didn't want to believe that my pastor was lying to me, my Christian pastor. And so he kept telling me, look, this isn't it. This isn't our history. We're not even being told that we have to follow the commandments. So for a while, as he began to transform, from worldly ways into, following the commandments, I began to see a huge change in my husband. And so he kept telling me, you know what, if you don't want to take face value what I'm saying to you, then you read the scriptures for yourself. You start doing your own research. I'm telling you, what I'm telling you is the truth. And so I did exactly what he said because I didn't want to be left behind. Right. So I began to read for myself. I asked the Most High. One of my favorite scriptures is Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. I asked the Most High, I trust you. If you want me, if this is the truth, show me. Show me. And I did exactly what I was supposed to do, which is do. I read, prayed, asked the Most High, please reveal to me the truth. What is the truth? Am I what I'm doing right now is it not right? Am I supposed to be following the commandments? What do I do? So as I began to search, I began to read the curses in Deuteronomy. I began to read from beginning, trying to get through the end to really understand and put the pieces together. The turning point for me, when I knew the Most High was dealing with me, was I came to my husband and I said, I'm ready to start following the commandments. Can I do the Sabbath with you this weekend? All praises to the Most High. It was a turning point, and that's when I knew from that day forward. So it was January of 2017. I went to my first Sabbath class, and I knew that those scriptures were the truth. I knew that I was supposed to be following the commandments. From then on, threw away all of the pork out the refrigerator and did everything I was supposed to do. My husband said, for every pant you throw away, you could buy a new dress. So I was like, woo! All praise to the Most High. So that was awesome. Stuff like that. So I just began to transform myself. Our family began to transform. And, the unfortunate part is my relationships with my friends and my immediate family began to, sever. It wasn't as strong as it used to be because of holidays that I had to tell them I couldn't do anymore. It began a strain, but the scriptures tell you, one or two of a family. And so it's saddening, but, where my mindset is my husband, all praises to the Most High for him, leading us in this truth, our family, we're still at this point, still trying to bring our eldest son, Isaac, into it. Yes, but all praises not Isaac, our little one, the Most High. We have a 15-year gap between the boys. So
that's your oldest, right?
Our oldest is 26, is Isaac, and then not Isaac, 11. And so Most High knew what he was doing. He was like, you got one right now. Hopefully Most High willing, the oldest will come into it. But that's how it came in the truth. And, all praise to the Most High. We are at True Nation Israelite Congregation. Those scriptures tell you to always be continually with the godly men. And I am so ecstatic that we are in a place where we can follow the commandments, we can do the work, we can be high-level servants of the Most High and to our people.
So what is your advice to young women that want to live that happy? Because you all seem like a happy couple that be for so long. It's like,
the most simplistic advice is search out your fathers, read the scriptures for yourself, fast and pray, and sincerely, read the scriptures for yourself. And the Most High it's amazing what His Spirit will do. Yes. The understanding that He will bring to you, the fruits of the Spirit that He'll begin to just allow to overtake you, and all of your old ways are thrown away, and then you become new. Following the commandments is the only way. This is the one and only truth. Our power, Yahweh, is the only way. All praises to the Most High.
All praises. Well, we appreciate you taking out the time and talking to us in this hot sun. Beaming down, but you took this, you sacrificed.
Most High's creation. All praises. All praises. The Wada Akim.
The Wada.